La Carambada. The legend of Leonarda Martinez, aka La Carambada, is one of the best known in Querétaro, especially because it is said that it was she who caused the death of Benito Juárez due to an herb known as the Veintiunilla. The story has transcended time and the time itself that has been told from generation to generation with different facts and situations. Leonardo Emilia Martinez started stealing at night when she was very young. Years later, she decided herself to robbing stagecoaches full of gold and distributing her earnings among the poor. It is said that she has a lady in waiting to Carlota and Maximiliano who fell in love with her. However, she had already made friends with the empress and therefore could not access to her wishes. Although in reality she was in love with a French captain of the royalist army named José Joaquin.
The Devil's Dam in the municipality of El Marqués owes its name to a story that goes back to early years of Querétaro and involves Diego de Tapia himself, son of Don Fernando de Tapia. Conin legend has it that on the death of Don Fernando, who was governor of the region that Querétaro occupies today, his son Diego had to wait 10 years to succeed his father. At the end of his there as governor, Diego de Tapia requested the authorization of the viceroy to be able to build a ranch and be able to live on it. Already retired from public life, the viceroy accepts and thus the Molino Colorado ranch is born. It is said that Diego de Tapia liked to paint his buildings red so as not to break with the aesthetics of the red hills that surround the current area of La Cañada and Hercules, where his ranch has located. To provide the ranch with water, Diego de Tapia requests authorization from the viceroy to now build and dam, a work that began to be built in 1902. The people of the time occasionally called Diego de Tapia El Diablo due to his taste for the color red in his works.
Around the year 1700, the royal road to the north had a lot of movement. This road went from Querétaro to San Luis Potosí, passing through the Hacienda San Diego and Hacienda Galomo. It was a passageway for carts with money, gold, and silver bars, as well as other metals that were taken from the mines of mineral deposits. In those times, a black woman, along with her family, settled near this royal road and set up a food business for travelers. The woman was in complicity with a band of robbers who had been in command since 1685. These bandits were Diego de Olmeda and Otero Campa, who called themselves Los Notables. They hid in the cracks of the mountains or they between caves and played dice while they waited for the signal from the woman who sold food, who with a yellow handkerchief signaled to them. When the travelers finished eating, they were stalked by bandits who stripped them of their belongings. In most cases were cards with gold bars or coins. After the assault, the bandits beat what they had stolen by playing cards or other games that consist of putting coins in holes made in stones. It is said that many coins were left in place, and in fact these holes are the only archaeological remains of this legend, since that can still be found there. The hill of large rocks, caves, and cliffs is now named Juego de Barras, and the place of the establishment foot is the community of La Venta. With the passage of time, the bandits emigrated and the cave was abandoned, leaving numerous gold bars and coins of the time inside. According to the local people, say that many have ventured in search of gold, but as you get closer to the cave, the entrance disappears. The path becomes dangerous, slippery, and with many cliffs. It is said that if a person manages to reach the cave, the entrance is immediately closed, and that the person must endure a snake climbing into his body 3 times and remain there for 1 year. If you manage to survive, at the end of the year, the entrance will open again and you will be able to own all the gold. The people of the place say that there are those who have found gold and silver coins when exploring the hill. For what is believed, the hill is ancient.